Today I have some good news. Starting August 2025, that is next month, I will be able to buy one share of a company in the Nairobi Securities Exchange. And you guys, you're amazing because you're always updated, and thank you so much for even bringing this to my attention. As you can see here, before this announcement, you could only buy a minimum of 100 units of each company you wanted to invest. If, for example, you wanted to invest or buy BAT shares that have been giving amazing dividends. I know that you have seen that how much BAT has been giving in terms of dividends. So if you wanted to invest in BAT shares, you are only allowed to get a minimum of 100 units. That means since one BAT share price is going at Kenya shillings currently, you would need multiplied by 100 units, meaning for you to own these shares, you needed a minimum of 40,000 Kenya shillings, and this is minus the trading fees. But on July 29, 2025, the NSE announced a major reform effective August 8, 2025. Now you'll be able to trade even a single share, and they're abolishing the 100 share requirement. What this means, in our example of BAT, with only 500 Kenya shillings, you can start investing in BAT shares. Yes, and I will share a list of shares that were not easily accessible to many of us because they are expensive shares. So the list that I'll be sharing later in this video will be a list of most expensive shares here in Kenya or in the Nairobi Securities Exchange, and now you can be able to access them with as low as 500 Kenya shillings. So this shift was made possible by the amendment of the NSE equity trading rules, specifically clause 6.3.1, and it is part of a broader push for financial inclusion and also retail investor growth. So this is a very wise move, I would say, and it's very exciting, especially for us retail investors, because now we are able to access a market that we are not able to access before. Because I mean, if I'm a retail investor, and I'm talking about people who are not willing to risk too much money in a single investment or a single company, where we will be comfortable maybe contributing or investing like 5,000 Kenya shillings, we were not able to buy shares of certain companies. But because now we can buy a single share, it will be very possible for us to access that market as well. Now, what does this mean to the prices of shares and the market in general? Now, that is the Nairobi Securities Exchange. I think we will experience minimal price movement initially, but we might experience a spike in the trading activities, especially in the shares that were not accessible to many, and also in shares that are affordable and also popular, like Safaricom shares, KCB shares, ELB shares, and all those. Okay, and in the long term, we might see an increased demand in shares from new retail investors who could create maybe an upward pressure on the share prices, just like we saw in money market funds when they reduced the barrier to entry in to, that is 100 Kenya shillings. We saw a spike in the people who were interested in investing in money market funds, and I feel that this will have the same effect as what we saw in a money market fund. This will also strengthen on the NSE retail base, though the impact on the overall market strength may be gradual. It will be over time, it will not be instant. But because now people are able to access or afford this kind of shares, we might see the strengthening of the NSE retail base, and as well as increased activities in the NSE. I have a question for you. Which shares have you always wanted to own, and now you have seen an opportunity that you can take advantage of? Let me know in the comment section. And as promised, here is a list of shares that will be accessible to many now that we can buy a single share. Most of these companies give amazing dividends. Personally, have always wanted to invest in the tea sector, but the high, because most of these shares, the prices are always high, I was a bit hesitant, or I wanted to first accumulate in other areas, because I'm very big in diversification, and I wanted to have enough money in other investments, and then I can move to this one. But this has opened a door for me as well. This means that I have a chance to actually accumulate these shares slowly, and you can do the same. You can have a strategy for buying maybe shares worth 500 Kenya shillings per month, or even 1000 Kenya shillings per month, and you continue accumulating over time. If you're interested in starting this journey of accumulating shares over time, or investing in shares, and you don't know where to start, or you don't know how to go about it, you can get yourself this guide on how to invest and make money with shares, and it's going at only 389 Kenya shillings. This is an amazing opportunity, and I believe that you can start where you are. You can start with that 500 Kenya shillings and keep accumulating over time. Make sure that you don't miss out on this opportunity, okay? And if you're interested in investing in the global markets, here is a video with more details of that. And of course, this is Study of Wealth, where we study wealth to become wealthy with an aim to achieve financial freedom. So if that is something that interests you, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Happy investing. See you in our next video.